I got a one-man solo pour with a mixing ramp down there. Heated the hole and have the 2-part epoxy mix, foam mix heated up, and I can feel the heat coming out of that hole. So hopefully this works. Seemed like it worked perfectly. Got mix. We're going to get the next batch warmed up. Okay, we're going to do a second pour. Try to get a video of it mixing as it's going down. This is a big pour. Hoping by the time it gets down there it's mixed well enough. Cap fell into this one. I believe that's where. Okay, it's a 2-gallon pour. Okay, so we've done 2 pours and I can see the foam still expanding. Got a little sunlight coming down there, so it's still expanding. It's not completely going out the other side, which is good. Still looks like a large cavern in there. Need to fill. Hopefully it'll keep expanding. And they got one more half-gallon of part A and half-gallon part B. So we'll see how this goes, but I mean, we're getting expansion, so the ramp must have worked somewhat. So we'll see how it turns out. Well, as we can see, we got some foam going down there. And take a look at the other side. I got one more. Each one's a half-gallon kit, so same as the first. But we'll check the other side and see if we got anything coming out the other side. Bear with me here. It's a little. We might not have got all the way through, but I don't see any foam. So it goes over that way. It kind of looks like foam, but can't really see. Let me try to. I think that is so. Okay, so we got most of the way through. I think that ought to work. Maybe we'll pour another batch down here if needed, but that sure looks like foam. Sorry, I got my hand in there. I can't really see visually. So I kind of stuck my head all the way in there. It's definitely not foam. It's disappointing, but we'll keep pressing on. All right, we're gonna do a last pour here tonight. And we'll see what it looks like a little bit later, but it's getting pretty cold. It was 76 when we started pouring, but it's dropping temperature, so we'll see what happens. The other stuff has had a chance to set up just a little bit, so I'm hoping this pour will go right on top. It looks like it's mixing fairly well. The reason for this ramp is I needed to get down, obviously, at least 10 feet. The ramp's 10 feet, the mixing ramp, and needed it to get down at least that far. But like I said, we didn't get anything on the other side, so we'll see how this turns out and go from there. Plan on packing a couple bags of concrete. I just didn't want to go through 100 bags of concrete to shove down there. So we'll finish the top off, we'll see what the foam does, and then we'll finish it with the top cap of concrete, and then some layers of some of this clay we got from the hole. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we're gonna throw a couple of these packets from Lowe's we got, because the foam did not quite get there. Pretty close though. It definitely filled up some more, but this is my last day to work on it, so got to get it finished tonight. So we will see what happens. So I got a couple more packs of the post setting stuff. Let me go back in here. Still no foam showing, so we are going to try mix up these packages the best we can, and then kind of shove them back up in there. So we'll see how that works. It's about as far as we can place it in. Okay, still a large void, but the structural part back there, if you can even call it structural, seems to be somewhat filled. I think the big part, so I can drive a lawnmower over, is filled up. So I don't feel like it will collapse, but that's the last bag for that. We're gonna cap some stuff off with some Quikrete, and we'll call it a night. So it's filling in pretty nicely. We still got some room. Got 8 bags of concrete. I think I'm going to focus on this side of it. Make sure it's got a pretty solid anchor, and feel pretty good about how that cavern filled out. So we'll let this expand for a little bit longer, and then hopefully we can have a plugged hole. So it filled up all the way to the right there to the outside. We're going to start throwing in a couple cans of, or a couple bags of concrete. We'll see how it turns out.